Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today I'm filming my first TBR of 2025, which is very exciting. I feel excited for the new year. I love like a clean slate and just in my reading life at least just prowling forward and finding new stuff to read and a new focus, even though I feel like I'm just scattered and everywhere anyway. I'm not playing Tumbly Pandas this month because I am going into a big vlog project once again, so some of the books here that I will quickly show you is mostly not for that project, and I will tell you about it like in a second. I don't have any like prompts, I don't have any readathons or anything like that. I'm just kind of chilling and vibing a bit and then focusing on this project. But other than that, I have a couple of things I need to read as well. Among the things I do need to read, we have Library of Souls by Ramson Riggs. This is the third book and not final one in Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, or I do believe it's just called Miss Peregrine's Peculiar Children without the whole series name. I'm not sure. But this is the third book, used to be the final one. This is the Patreon read along we're doing in my Patreon, and we are now on the third book in January. Excited to continue and to have a good discussions with my patrons. So obviously I need to read that. I also am starting on January 1st Malice by John Klein, which is the first book in the Faithful and the Fallen. I keep forgetting like the actual series title, which is the series for Becca's Catch Up Book Club, and obviously I am a co-host in that, so I need to read this. The live show is on the 12th of January. I'm double checking that. Yes, and the best time is obviously to join in now from the beginning. If you're interested to read a series, you haven't put it off, then you have finally have the time. I have previously read this and I wasn't the biggest fan, but I am curious to see how I will feel about it now and if I will feel differently talking about it with others, etc. And I can't remember much of the book 2. So I did generally like book 1 the most. So I'm excited and will be reading a bit in this every day with my friend Johanna as a buddy read, as well as obviously reading it for the book club. We have split the chapters and we are making sure to be finished before the live show, and I am excited. Then we are still buddy reading with besties. We are still reading the Bone Season series, so Song Rising should be on my horizon next. I've read the Mime Order now in December. I do feel like reading this sometime in January. It might also be February. We'll see what happens with my reading. But Song Rising is the next on horizon. I do remember particularly that this is like my least favorite in the series. So I'm hoping that I will have changed my mind now that we have the things written, and now that I generally have been enjoying the series overall more than the first time I read it. So yeah, I'm excited to read this, and it's not that big, so I might end up being in February, who knows. Then I have a couple of Norwegian books I'm also going to read. We have this like reading circle, is how you can call it, at work, but also like people who go there, like because it's in the library. So we're reading everything for this prize, which is like the P2 Listeners Prize, which is a radio show in Norway, where 6 books are nominated for the Listeners Prize, and then they discuss it on the radio show that I actually never actually listened to. I just like I'm there to talk about the books, and then you read the 6 nominees which are published like the year before. So now in 2025 they are reading books from 2024. I already read now 1. I'm waiting for the others to come off hold. I'm definitely getting through most of them now in January, but we shall see if like I read some in February as well. I do own one of them, which is Ikke mennesker jeg kan regne med, which is not people I can rely on, by Shire Andreasen. I don't actually know anything what this is about, but I heard amazing things, so I'm excited to see what I think about it. And the next one I have off hold on the digital library is Arendal by Karl Ove Knausgård. Knausgård is a very, very famous Norwegian author, and I read 3 books by him last year in January for school. They were a lot, very long, very, like, they dragged on and on and on, so I'm very curious to see how I'll feel about this, which is a completely different series. Book 5, but it's like written as they actually don't hang together at all. So I do believe like people say it's fine to just read whichever you want to, because I don't want to read 4 books to read this one anyway. And then I feel like it would be weird to nominate mid-series, because I don't think they do that. So I do believe they wouldn't have nominated it if it wasn't like okay to read book 5, you know. Other books for this award is Sirena, which is the Sirens. I don't know if I will get it in time in January to read it, so that is why I'm unsure if I will be able to read it. The next one is the Sami Problem, which is about like Sami people and like what has been done to them, or like conflicts for them, which is obviously very good to write about. And then the last one is Bloddråpetal, which is blood drops numbers. This is like vaguely translated. That one I am 42 in line. The other one I am 6 in line. So there's 6 books, and I already read one now in December. So yeah, I will be reading those. But I like to read some like new Norwegian books, and not all of these are like bestsellers. So I feel like it's interesting to read like some semi-known ones, and I just like have a good overview of some Norwegian novels at least. But last year I ended up like enjoying 2 and the rest was meant for me, so we shall see if I feel the same, because there's like a certain way these are written and I don't tend to love it. That is the books I can remember at the moment I have to like read. Granted, I am being very loose here, and like I don't need to fulfill any challenges specifically, so I don't need to finish them within a month. I also have obviously my gum machine. There is a note here. Hello, there you go. And the notes are very, very small, and I do believe some might have fallen out because I don't know what's going on here. But this is a gum machine for the people in the reading machine tier of my Patreon that gets to pick out the book a month I'm gonna read. So we have one note here at least, and then I will go through the machine later to fix it. I made the notes way too small this time around, which is why it is chaotic. What is in here? It's Aslak! And I do believe Aslak chose out a book. I'm just gonna go and check. Okay, so Aslak are actually not giving me a book yet, so I will obviously just message her, and then she will give me a book, and then I will read that sometime in January if I do it in the vlog. If I do like a side vlog with my other big vlog, I haven't decided yet, but we shall see how much I can read to be able to make another vlog on the side. Because my big project is that I'm going to read all of the Lumacre books. If you watched my channel earlier, 4 months ago-ish, I did all the favorite YA books until was it September or August or something? And now I'm gonna do all of the Lumacre from the beginning and read all of those. I already started, I read one, and I do believe I'm gonna read another one today. It's not as many books in this one, because obviously, as I had in Favorite, I had already read a couple, but Favorite had many, many more boxes, while Lumacre has a bit less, because in the beginning they didn't have monthly boxes. So I do believe I counted it out, and it's only like 56 books. I'm not gonna be able to finish that in January by any means, because I do also need to write on my thesis a lot. So I am thinking that I will use at least January and February and possibly some of March on that vlog. But other like side reads like these, I probably have other things I need to read on the side as well. And then eventually get that vlog up soon-ish. But it's gonna be a long time. My main reading is gonna go to reading books for that. While like I'm not gonna go through all the books here because I don't know how many I'm gonna get to. But yeah, it will be fun. I like doing different projects lately, so that is kind of fun, and I have other things in mind that I'm hoping to do that it's a bit shorter as well this year. Part of me know that I'm gonna read a lot because I read fast, and I do these different like projects and stuff for YouTube, so I know I'm gonna still read a lot. A goal video and like a wrap up of like my reading and thoughts of that and goals for the year will come after this, so I will talk more about it there. But at the same time, I also know that I'm probably going to not read as much as I did last year, like in 2024. So you should see how it goes at least. If you're here, you're going to be able to see it as we go along. But yeah, this was a very short TBR because most of it, again, is for the Lumacre vlog. And I hope you have a happy new year. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave some fireworks down below since New Year and all that. And you shall see me soon in a new one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!